The counterattack stand-in scheme of the waste daughter. Chapter 1, The Lament of a Waste of Wood. Qin Huiyan is the daughter of a wealthy family with a bad reputation. Her parents died early, and her adoptive parents saw her as a tool and sent her to her business rival, the Li family, as a pawn. She had no money, no power, and no talent to look forward to, and was demoted to a useless piece by the family. Her mission is simple but cruel: approach the male protagonist Li Yuz, who covers the sky with one hand, and look for an opportunity to obtain important information. Chapter 2, The Ups and Downs of the Stand-in Game. Li Yuz, a legend in the business world, is rumored to have a relationship for a long time, but he has always carried a mysterious stand-in. This stand-in is the man next to Li Yuz who is not good at doing things and is always despised, Shen Xingyun. Qin Huiyan thought she would be ignored, but she didn't expect Li Yuz to unexpectedly set his sights on her. Chapter 3, The Secret of the Stand-in. Shen Xingyun is actually not really bad at it. He is just disguised and secretly investigates the shady scenes of the Li family and their competitors. He arranged for Qin Huiyan to appear on various occasions as his stand-in, causing the enemy to misjudge his whereabouts. In this stand-in game, Qin Huiyan gradually discovered that he was not a useless pawn, but was given a heavy responsibility. Chapter 4, Sparks that Shine in the Darkness. Li Yuz's attitude made Qin Huiyan confused and excited. Not only did he not reject her, but he secretly protected her. The relationship between the two grows subtly between virtual and real, and trust and emotion gradually grow in cooperation. However, the family conspiracy is becoming more and more urgent, and the dark side within the Li family is gradually emerging. Chapter 5, The Game is Reversed. Qin Huiyan is no longer a pawn at the mercy of others. She began to take advantage of her weakness to fight back against her adoptive parents and business rivals. Shen Xingyun exposed the traitors around Li Yuz and took Qin Huiyan to find Li Yuz's true emotional sustenance. They worked together to break the game and expose the larger conspiracy behind it. Chapter 6, A Symphony of True Feelings and Betrayal. Qin Huiyan found that her feelings for Li Yuz had long transcended use and tasks. Li Yuz also admitted that this stand-in game was originally designed by him to relieve loneliness. Together, the two find true freedom not only for each other but also for the entire business empire. Chapter 7, The Dawn of New Life. After the baptism of turmoil, Qin Huiyan is no longer a waste of wood, but a strong and independent woman. Li Yuz also let go of his indifference and became a gentle and firm partner. Together, they create a new business kingdom, stand at the pinnacle of destiny, and meet the challenges ahead. Chapter 8, Fake Drama is Real. The stand-in relationship between Li Yuz and Qin Huiyan is still a disguise for business strategy in the eyes of the outside world, but it is quietly fermenting in the hearts of the two. Li Yuz began to deliberately slow down in front of the public, making Qin Huiyan the focus of everyone's attention, secretly testing her bottom line and courage. Qin Huiyan thought she was just a pawn, but she gradually showed wisdom and courage in business negotiations and social occasions, which made Li Yuz have to re-examine this woman he underestimated. Chapter 9, The Undercurrent is Rising. Just as the relationship between the two became closer and closer, the adoptive parents secretly planned an even more insidious plan. They united with the dark forces of Li Yuz's commercial rivals and prepared to completely kick Qin Huiyan out of the chess game. The assassination and framing of a business war made Qin Huiyan face the lowest point in his life. Li Yuz chose to stand by her side in the crisis and used his strength to smash the other party's conspiracy. Chapter 10, Reinventing Trust. Li Yuz not only saved Qin Huiyan's business reputation, but also proved her importance with her actions. The two have changed from a stand-in relationship with their master to a true partner. Qin Huiyan decided to let go of the shadow of the past and face the future bravely. And Li Yu's also began to express his heart, and the two climbed to a higher peak hand in hand. Chapter 11, The Unexpected Truth. By accident, Qin Huiyan discovered that the true identity of her adoptive parents turned out to be international commercial spies and used her as a lead to cover illegal transactions. This shocking discovery left her in a dilemma: continue to sink into the shadows of the past, or fight back completely and redeem herself. Li Yu expressed his support without hesitation, and the two decided to join forces to expose all this and face the final decisive battle. Chapter 12, The Duel of Destiny. Under the joint investigation of Li Yu and Qin Huiyan, the conspiracy between the adoptive parents and hostile forces gradually collapsed. They were chased, framed, and betrayed repeatedly, but with each other's trust and wisdom, they always saved the day. In the end, the truth was revealed to the world, and Qin Huiyan announced with a new attitude that she was no longer a waste of money, but the strongest counterattacker. Chapter 13, The Rebirth of the Undercurrent. Li Yu and Qin Huiyan had just repelled the conspiracy of their adoptive parents, but they didn't expect that this was just the beginning. Behind the adoptive parents is a larger force, a mysterious consortium called Mirror Prison, who is plotting a plan that can subvert the entire business order. Although Qin Huiyan was free from the shadow of the past, she knew that the real war had just begun. She conspired with Li Yu to prepare to completely defeat this beast hidden in the darkness. Chapter 14, The Mystery of the Mirror Prison. In order to gather evidence from the Mirror Prison, the two decided to infiltrate its inner circle. Qin Huiyan used his keen insight and extraordinary social skills to penetrate deep into the enemy side step by step, uncovering layer after layer of mysteries. In the process, she accidentally discovers that the real leader of the Mirror Prison is actually her long-lost biological father, a secret she never knew. This discovery shocked her and plunged her mood into unprecedented contradictions and struggles. Chapter 15, The Trial of Blood and Fire. Faced with the huge conflict between family affection and justice, Qin Huiyan fell into deep confusion. Li Yu silently supported him, and the relationship between the two became stronger in the crisis. Mirror Prison launched a fierce counterattack, sending killers to attack the Twilight Feather group, in an attempt to destroy the foundation of the two in one fell swoop. Qin Huiyan and Li Yu fought side by side on the verge of life and death, and after the baptism of blood and fire, they protected each other with wisdom and courage. Chapter 16, The Truth is Revealed. After layers of cocooning, Qin Huiyan and Li Yu finally exposed Jing Yu's conspiracy to manipulate the business world and brought their biological father to justice. Although Qin Huiyan was in pain, he chose justice and freedom. She is no longer bound by the past, but lives her own light. Chapter 17, The Light of the Future. Muya Group has become a rising star in the business world, and Qin Huiyan and Li Yu have joined hands to promote reform, break the old interest chain, and create a fairer and more transparent market. The two also made a lifelong agreement in the wind and rain, from stand-in to partner, from scrap wood to queen, they wrote their own legend together. Sequel. Li Yu and Qin Huiyan stood on the top of the newly built Muya building, overlooking the bustling city. Qin Huiyan smiled and said, "I used to be a useless piece of wood that was used by others, but now I have become my own master." Li Yu held her hand and said gently, "No matter how difficult the future is, we will welcome it together." The shadows of the two stretched out in the setting sun, reflecting a dazzling light. Postscript. A story of growth and redemption that tells us that being underestimated is not scary, what is truly scary is giving up the courage to believe in oneself. In this bizarre business world, everyone may be a replaced pawn, but only by daring to counterattack can they control their own destiny. I hope this story can inspire every soul struggling in a difficult situation to find their own light.